friends. I'm going live today with Renee Koster, and I am so excited for this conversation. Renee is going to be joining us at the Dream Life Summit December 15th through the 17th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And she'll be teaching on designing offers that scale, building evergreen paths to your dream life. And this summit is all about helping you move out of survival mode and into intentional growth, not just by dreaming, but by actually building a life and business that supports the way you want to live. And so Renee's session is perfect for anyone who feels stuck in content chaos, constantly creating, but not seeing long-term momentum. And so I'm going to dive in, but I'm so happy to be with you today, Renee.
I'm so happy to be here, Teresa. I'm so excited to be a part of your summit.
You are going to help so many people. And I don't know if you know this, everyone, but Renee helped me tremendously becoming her to life and really being able to have conversations. We get so stuck as entrepreneurs in our own heads. And we have all of these ideas. Is this going to work? Is this not going to work? And being able to really talk to someone who understands how to break these big concepts and ideas into little actionable things that your person is going to actually use and get the result you want them to have was so beneficial. So when you said yes, I was like, yay, because people need to know what you have to offer. And if you didn't know, she helps business owners. I want you to introduce yourself. I want you to tell us all about you and what you do.
Hey, I'm Renee Koster. I call myself a learning design strategist. I love helping heart led entrepreneurs wade through, I don't know, I'm sure other people like me, we started our businesses to serve and to help people. And with that comes a lot of ideas, and we have a lot of information that we want to share. So I love helping entrepreneurs like Teresa and others who have all these ideas because they care so much, helping them figure out one idea to focus on right now and then develop it in such a way that it leads to action and transformation, and just seeing the aha moments for my clients and then also their clients. The impact that it has just keeps growing, and it's so much fun and so rewarding.
Yes, I love that. The ripple effect.
Yes.
That is something that I think is so impactful of when you are helping that one person who helps the other people. It's just like that energy and that ripple that you put out into the universe is astronomical. It's like you can't even quantify it at that point because it's so many people who are affected by the one good thing that you do, and that's so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's the one thing I really want people to know is that if you're an entrepreneur, a beginning entrepreneur, you are a service provider and you are wanting to be able, we're going to dive into what does design offers that scale mean. But
Mhm.
when you're taking the knowledge that you have, the impact you want to have, the result you want to give people, and be able to create something that you can help so many more people. When you're a service provider, my time is limited. I can't bring on more clients if I'm already at a full capacity, right? So it's
Yeah.
being able to make that impact and make it bigger without it being stuck and tied to some to your time. And it's so
Right.
I think we get limited and we feel like when we talk about designing offers that scale and these big things, we feel like, oh, how can I help people? Because a lot of people think when you think of these things as it being robotic and that it's not personalized. And a lot of people like
Right.
so I want to ask you, that leads me to one question for the person who wants to keep their courses and their products and their offers small because they want it personalized. What is
Yeah.
your conversation that you have with them on that?
Right. I get this one a lot because that is something we want to make sure that we have that connection, that relationship with our clients. And it's possible even if you have just a course that they download, you can still have that personal interaction because you can still build in meaningful engagement. Let them know in the lesson, say, if you have a question, reach out to me. uh,
Mhm.
you know, find me, send me a DM, send me an email. One of the things that I've started doing and recommended to people is having office hours. So people who buy your courses or are in your group programs, they can drop by for 10, 15 minutes and get that face-to-face time and get that personalized experience. So there are ways to scale and have one-to-many offers, but still provide that personalized experience. And another big thing I would say is just constantly get that feedback from your learners and
Mhm.
make sure that you are designing it and developing it in a way that works for them. And every time you say, "Hey, reach out to me," it makes a big difference. Even if they never take you up on it, they know that you are genuine about that, that you really care about the transformation that they make. You're not just creating this course for
Make
the
money.
buck.
Yeah. I understand that completely. I think that that's such a huge thing. And office hours has been a game changer for my business as well, of just being able to, if you need me, we're here. If not, then that's great. I just have that space for you as well. And then also, I think the community aspect of having that part of it as well, where you can connect and have those relationships and not be so always in your inbox as well. Sometimes that can get overwhelming. And if you leave people on not read, like you haven't even opened their message, that can make them feel some type of way too. So
Right.
that's the one, setting up your business in a way that works for you as the person, I think is so
Mhm.
powerful that we have these opportunities to do that.
Yeah, that's true. Having a community can be really powerful because it does free you up, and it lets other people learn from each other. So they get the personalized experience and they get the connection from other people, and you can still be in there, but you can reach more people at once, and that's what you need to do because you can't add more one-on-one clients, but you can find that that beginning level piece that you help them with and put it into a one to many container and still be present in it and still have all the your one-on-one.
Yeah, I think that that also gives an opportunity to be able to sell your higher one-on-one offers as well. That's what I have found in my lower level communities. It's that
Mhm.
I help them with that one piece, but if they want more of the pieces or if they want more personalized help one-on-one, then people just end up self-selecting themselves into
Yeah,
the higher ticket pieces.
yeah, exactly. Cuz and not everyone's ready for for that bigger transformation, and so they need
Yeah.
that yeah, they need those steps.
Agreed. I agree 100%. I think that having people be able to ascend themselves when they're ready, and it just gives us as a service provider less of a headache as well, because they not everyone, like you said, is ready for that higher piece of the puzzle. So it's like, let me give you that first step that you need down here. Let's get you some momentum and motivation going, and then let's help you through your journey. And I love that it adds that piece in there that helps people from different aspects of their, their journey of their whatever you help them do.
Yeah.
All right. So this brings me into my next question with you. So when you say design offers that scale, what
Mhm.
does that really mean for someone who doesn't want a bigger business, just a better one?
Right. Well, it can be so scale, it can happen in two ways. So it can be scaling for you as a business. So you could scale your business, or it could just be an easier way for you to work.
Mm,
So, say you want to keep running your business and you want to have that constant income, but you don't have to work. You don't want to have to work the same amount of hours. So, this process can do that for you by creating these stepping stones for your clients and your audience. You can still give them the transformations that they need with fewer hours and still do what it is that you want to do. And it's also scaling in a sense for your clients, because what you are doing is you are intentionally designing each step to build on the others. So right from your lead magnet all the way to your high ticket one-on-one offer, they each have to build on each other. so that the client can see where they're going and
Mm.
what it is you offer them. So when you have things that work together, it's going to be easier for you to market it. It's going to be easier for you to talk about it. And you're also going to be in like that same headspace. You're not going to have 50 things juggling around. It's all going to come together. Easier for you, easier for your client.
I think people, when they think big and all this stuff, it's sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's just streamlining what your
Yeah.
process that you already currently have into a smoother one for, people when you say automated, it freaks them out. Oh, what would you say is the biggest mistake you see people make when they try to build evergreen offers?
The biggest mistake, whether they're creating evergreen offers or any other type of learning course, workshop, it's almost always the same thing. They're trying to put too much into it together because and I say this from personal experience because I did this and it took me like 2 years to get my first course put together because I
Mm.
was trying to put all the information in. And so don't start with the content, start with what you want the content to do.
Don't start with the content. Start with what the content you want it to do. That is such a gem right there. I hope you all write that one down because that is so important. And if you guys want more of being able to talk to Renee, ask questions, and to dive deeper into evergreen offers and how that would look for you as a service provider, a beginner entrepreneur, someone who thought maybe, I've wanted to create a digital product. I don't know what that looks like, then make sure to join the Dream Life Summit December 15th through 17th. If this conversation resonated with you, you will absolutely want to be there. And Renee will be going even deeper in her session on how to turn your ideas into aligned evergreen offers that support both your clients and your dream life. And thank you so much, Renee, for joining us. Thank you for hopping on with me. I cannot wait for next week. This is going to be such a great experience for others. And thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining me today.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. And I can't wait for next week.
All right, I will talk to you guys later.